Lourdes, south of France, 27th of July 2010, and I'm lost. At the risk of deriding a clergyman, I'm here with Father Michael Dunn. Michael, please explain Mother Teresa's five-finger steps gospel.
Yes, well, it's much to do with what Lourdes is about as well. That great precept of Jesus in the gospel: what you do to others, you do to him. And therefore she has this five-finger gospel. You did it to me. Simple as that. You did it to me. So whatever we do for someone in Lourdes, whatever they do for us, we minister to Christ and Christ ministers to us.
One thing I love about this town is the availability of Italian ice cream. Bonjour!
Bonjour, hello.
This is one of the local bar areas in Lourdes, frequented by brancardiers such as Joe Martin and Rich Collier Hamlin, aka Doze and Dop. I hear that Bull is a big fan of this place as well, though he hasn't had many lagers recently due to hold-ups on the train and the plane. The Hotel Metropole is where we're staying, and if you're lucky, you can wangle an extra portion of spaghetti for lunch. It's Thomas, aka Bull. This is Liz, aka Liz, and I've got to say some sights in Lourdes are better than others. Nick at the tea party. Nick, what's it like being the big chief?
It's like having to remember the names of about 100 people and then have them all come running at you from different directions all at once.
Claire is rubbing in.
It's not ice cream, it's sun cream.
These are two of my favourite ladies in all of Lourdes. Aren't they lovely? This is San Savan in the mountains. This is Michael Pritchard of England.
This town is advertised in authentic tourist brochures as a place to come and visit. It boasts a church that's nearly 1,000 years old and has very thick walls, and also a genuine rustic cafe complete with room beams.
This is the church with the thick walls that Michael was talking about. Inside the church now, preparing for the service.
It's the most beautiful place. It's lovely, lovely views, and we've got a lovely day for it, but you just have to watch you don't get to catch the sun too much.
That's the same as mine.
Have you got one of these?
That's exactly the same as mine. Is that mine, Nick?
Yeah. I'm going to have to, now you have to start paying a fee.
Okay, how much?
Well, per second, £50 per second.
This is the Cathedral of the Trees, and it's called the Cathedral of the Trees because there are lots of trees around.
And it's called a tree because it's a tree.
That's Spider and Aurore.
Well, it signifies an open venue where there's an amphitheatre surrounded by God's natural beauty.
And those dudes down there are known as red caps because they used to wear caps that were red, but now they wear bibs that are red. So they really ought to be called red bibs.
I think the first people that were ever red caps literally had red caps to recognise each other around, but now we've gone for the tabard look, yeah.
And do you mind being called red caps, or would you prefer to be called something else?
No, I think it's nice.
That's happy. You're happy with that, are you? Well, in that case, I'll continue to call you red caps. That's Nick and Anne. Behind me, we've just had a church service with communion and the full shebang. We've even had Mozart's Ave Verum, which was lovely. Hi there, Martin. He's a lovely donkey.
Great pick.
What's his name? He looks like a Jeffrey.
Name is Joseph, I call him.
Mike, what's the word? What's up?
I'm just trying to get all these
Okay. This church here, the big one, is the Church of Notre Dame de Lourdes, which means the Church of Our Lady of Lourdes. And Our Lady is the Virgin Mary, the Mother of Jesus.
A canopy is the covering of the Blessed Sacrament, and it's held by 4 people, and each person holds a wooden pole above which the canopy will lie, and this will protect the Blessed Sacrament from the elements of nature such as sunlight and such likes.
The Immaculate Conception is in fact the new beginning of humanity given to Mary, Mary the Mother of Jesus, who was conceived naturally of her parents Joachim and Anne, but preserved from the stain of original sin, which means she is humanity without sin, which is the new beginning of our redemption, of the new humanity.
These are 2 of the bishops on the pilgrimage, and the pink cap signifies that they are bishops. The next rank up is the cardinal, who wears red, and finally the pope, who I believe wears white. This is Stefan, and he's a quarter Maltese, a quarter Polish, a quarter Italian, and a quarter Spanish. So he is of mixed nationality. But what's your passport, Stefan?
British, funny enough. Right, so Lawrence O'Toole was an Irishman who was very industrious, and the owners of this shop decided to call him St. Lawrence O'Toole to encourage more Irish people to buy things from their shop.
But was there actually a St. Lawrence O'Toole?
It is unclear. I mean, the early medieval manuscripts are quite blurred and blotted, and it's quite possible that some monk just inserted him in order to create a bit of fun.
This shop contains some of the highest quality tat in all of Lourdes.
We sang Hey Jude.
And how did that feel?
I want to do it again.
You want to do it again next year?
Yeah.
Well, listen, my man, you brought the house down. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Bit.
Do you not think it's just been purely the cake?
Because I think there's people want to get out from in there, Tone. Actual people trapped in that belly.
The question is, do you have a poem, Channy, for me? No? Do you not have a poem that we can use to get you a wife?
You'll have to write one tomorrow.
What should we tell her? Do you have a poem for her? You love her smile and her laughter. And must confess, and her arm after. Is that any her or just a particular her?
No, anyway.
What are you doing?
I'm on blanket duty.
Blanket duty?
I'm giving every Millard a blanket so that they don't get cold outside.
But you love her smile, and I love her laughter. Must confess, her laughter. Okay, lots of love.
Alright, buddy.
Say thanks to Nick for looking after you all week.
Yeah? What do you want to say?
What are you going to say? Give him 5? You're going to give Nick 5?
Yes. Alright, Tony, good man. And that garden area there marks the precise spot where we, the helpers, hang out in the evenings. Beautiful.
It's amazing. The old master.
They tell me to mullet.
That's Enrique, and he's a party animal.
Is it actually open?
Rosie, and she's called Rosie because she's actually relatively rosy. And that cat, she's also, she's cat because she's like a cat. She's like a feline individual.
Michael's about to take everybody to some fancy club down the road. You going?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's weird enough. I used to never wear any jackets, but then I just started to wear jackets, so I don't own any, so I have to borrow his.
That's Alex, and she's one of the helpers in the ward. And I spent all night with her. Well, not with her, but in her presence.
I don't list it or anything like that.
Okay, now look, listen to Hottie Girls.
Sorry.
I
don't think it's a photo.
I don't blame you, mate.
It's really gross.
Right, guys.
We love you. And Jesus.
Thanks for the help.
And Jesus.
Wow, I wish
Let's walk next time.
Oh no, we had such a good time. It's not great. We're going to miss it.
There's not nearly enough booze to cover up the work.
Baggage duty 0730 hours. In Lourdes, the simple English yeoman has outwitted the Italian machine. This is the closing mass at the St Bernadette Chapel, just outside the Basilica. This is the procession of the diocesan candle. We're going to the grotto where the big candle will be lit.
Come on.